Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating a layout for the ColorCast design teams. So I have this gorgeous ColorCast design acrylic title that I want to use, and this says Memories Made. This was from a recent release. And I've also been thinking that I want to do some stamping on my layouts. I own so many stamps, and so I would like to bring back stamping. So we'll see if it sticks. But for today, I am going to create some painted images using this stamp set. So I have a mini Misty tool here, and you saw the paper that I brought in. That is some mixed media paper that I had picked up at Michael's a while back. And I have a throwback stamp and die set. This is no longer available, but this was from close to my heart. And I have tons and tons of stamps, so I want to start using them on my layout. Now the ink that I'm using is a watercolor ink. This is the Spectrum Noir Finesse waterproof ink. And when you stamp with this, this allows the ink to just stay where it is. And so you can use watercolors and paints and things like that to color in your image. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this here. I've got the grip mate in my mini Misty, which is a huge helper, so I don't have to get out the magnets. All right, I am going to bring in some baby wipes just to have handy, and I do have a water brush here with some water in it. And I'm using some shimmers paints to color in this stamped image. Now this is an Inklings, and the color is Sunkissed, and look how gorgeous this matches the ColorCast design title. So you'll see here I'm dipping my water brush into the paint. So this is an Inklings, and in Inklings you have to activate with water. So I sprayed a little bit of water in the paint pan there. And then I am just dipping my paintbrush into the paint, and I'm starting at the center of the image and then kind of dragging it out. And what's great about watercoloring is you don't have to color in the entire image. You want it to look a little bit messy, so there will be a little bit of white on the edges. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm showing you the ink or the paint color that I want to use for the leaves as well. And that was a Spritz, and it's bamboo leaf. Now you saw me bring in a close to my heart ink pad, which I have tons of those as well. And all I did was smoosh the ink onto my glass mat, and I'm dipping my water brush into that ink, and then I am painting that on, and that's like my shadow color. So I'm colored in the center and then all where the shadowing is. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. I'm using a baby wipe here to just wipe that up, and look how gorgeous this is. So I ended up cutting the flowers in half, and then there's the leaves that I colored with the Spritz, the bamboo leaf color. And then I've also got some other things. So I used this Scrapbook.com die to cut out those fancy little leaves, and this set is called Cozy Foliage Dies. And I used this mixed metals glitter paper, and there's one that looks like, what do you call that, rose gold? So that's what I'm going to use to embellish my page. So I'm going to set all that aside, and we are going to start creating this layout. Now the white cardstock that I'm using, I cut it down to 12 by 12, but what I do is I buy it in bulk in a size 12 by 18. I get it on Amazon, and I kind of just buy it once a year, and then I just cut it down to 12 by 12, and then the other piece I use for a top folding card. So it works out great. I will leave all the products that I'm using today linked down below in the description box, and I always appreciate when you shop my links, as I do earn a small commission at no extra charge to you on most items. Now, you'll notice here that I cut this scribble circle, and I cut this on my Cricut. I've got 5 photos that I want to scrapbook today, and let me tell you about these photos. So our church is growing, it's expanding, and they have this huge expansion, and it's almost complete. It's the building part is there, but the finishing touches aren't there. So we were invited to come to our church to cover the floors and Bible verses and blessings and just hopes for all that will walk the halls. And it was a really powerful experience. We came in and we were led with prayer, and then we all signed the floors, And then we sang songs and prayed over the new space. And then we went home. So it was so fun. Anyway, I have some photos from our signing there on the floor. That's that bottom left photo. And then I've got photos of Dale and I signing the floor at the church. So it was really fun. So Memories Made, the ColorCast Designs title piece, is perfect for this. Now, the pattern paper that I brought in a while ago, that is also from Close to My Heart. I am determined to use up some of these supplies that I have. So what I did is I took the title piece that I wanted to use with the photos. I took it over to my closet, and I've got this big wooden box of Close to My Heart papers, and I love the mix-in papers that Close to My Heart used to have. So I dug through the mix-ins, and these are the ones I found. So that one is like a gray, and I can't remember the name of the gray color. And then this other one is like a papaya color, or it could have been melon. Remember they had melon for a while? So for my journaling, what I do is I buy these Epson, I think they're Epson, they're great big labels. So it's one sheet of full clear labels, and then I bring up on my MacBook a text box, and I size it to the size that I want, and then I put my journaling in there, and then it makes it one big sticker. So I cut this down, and I have my journaling on here. And I'm going to peel it off, and it's a sticker, and let me tell you, this stuff is sticky. So you got to get it just right because you only get one try at this. So I cut a piece, I think this is melon paper or cardstock from Close to My Heart. It's the two-toned, and I have the lighter side up. And then I'm just putting my journaling right on here, and then I will put that in the center here. So this layout could be for 6 photos, but I like it here with the 5 and then the journaling in the center. I'm looking at it now, and I kind of wish I would have put the journaling on the side, and I wish I also would have moved my photos up just a little bit because it's not quite centered. I thought it was at the time when I was making it, but I can see now as I'm doing a voiceover that I should have put it up further, but that's okay. It's still a pretty layout. So I have my photos glued down and arranged. I've got all my little pieces here. And now I want to start building up these embellishment clusters. So I want to have 3 embellishment clusters, and I've got those gorgeous stamped and painted flowers and painted leaves. I just fussy cut those out. There wasn't a die for that. I don't think I mentioned what stamp that set that was from. Do you remember Daisy Daisy? So this was from Close to My Heart. It was Daisy Daisy. And I remember people went crazy over Daisy Daisy, and the stamp and the dies, they sold out so fast, and I don't think they ever restocked them. Well, I was one of the lucky ones that got the Daisy Daisy set, and I have gotten more use out of that, but mainly the dies. And I started off this layout by making a bunch of flowers with the dies, and then I set them aside because I thought they were too big, and I really liked the painted flowers instead. So I've got the flowers that I die cut, and you'll see at the very end of this video I made a card with some of the leftovers that I had, and so I will show that in the end. If you stay all the way to the end, I think there's a clip with that on there. So I'm just gluing these down. I'm using my reverse tweezers to kind of help me. I've also got some Nuvo Deluxe glue that I'm using there in my precision glue press. And now I want to start thinking about where I want this title. And I think I want it to overlap my photo down here in the bottom right. So I'm adding Nuvo Deluxe glue. So that's the glue I like to use anytime I'm gluing down acrylics. It does dry clear, and I found that it has a very strong hold. So as I flip back through all of my scrapbook layouts, you know, in my albums, these never move, the ones with the acrylic titles. So I think that the Nuvo Deluxe glue is you know, the perfect glue for that. All right, so I've got 2 clusters with the flowers. I want to build one more embellishment cluster down here in the bottom next to this title. So I've got my leaves here, and I just got to put in my little rose gold fancy leaves. So I'll put those in. And as I'm looking at it, I realize I wish I would have placed that flower at the bottom on top of my journaling there. But it's kind of too big and it's too late to do that. So I am going to stamp and paint another flower and fussy cut that out, and we'll end up putting it on there. So right now I think is a point to where I'm realizing it. Maybe not yet, but I do realize that. Okay, there's some other really pretty stamps on this stamp set, and I think I want to use this little bitty flowers. And to me, I call these filler stamps, but I thought it'd be pretty to stamp some of these around the page. So I put 3 at the top, 3 over there on the right, and then I'll just put 2 down here on the bottom. I thought about a third one. I'm like, no, I think that's good. That's good. So I'm going to leave it like that, but that is that papaya ink. And now I thought that there was a little too much white space at the top, so I'm carefully tearing the top of my layout, and I'm going to add a strip of that same pattern paper to bring some more color up to the top of the page. So I just put some tape runner on the back, and now I've got like this little torn element up here at the top, and that gives some more interest to the page, and I think that looks really pretty. So I've got that, and now I want to make another flower. I'm taking some glue and I'm gluing in all of my elements just to make sure everything stays down, because I really only put tape runner on most of this, but I want it to stay forever. So I'm going to add a little more glue here just to get it all taped down and secure. And I think when I'm pushing this down right here, that's when I'm like, you know, it'd be nice to have another flower. So off camera, I went and painted and fussy cut another flower. So I'm going to pop that up with a little bit of foam tape. So I'm going to grab a little bit of foam, and we're going to place this kind of overlapping that photo because there's a lot of just dead space there. That is the floor. I took a picture of the floor on where we signed it. So that's really cool. This was just such a really cool experience. So I put my flower down, and I picked up those leaves because I'd only put a little tape runner on them. So I'm going to add the leaves back in, and I'm like, I need some more leaves. I've got 2 flowers down here, and I only have 2 leaves. I thought I could maybe stretch them, but I don't want to do that. I really like this layout. I want it to be perfect. So I am going to stamp some more leaves, and we'll paint those. And since I didn't show that on camera earlier, we will go ahead and do that together. So I'm going to pull out that same Daisy stamp set. I'm going to bring out my mini Misty with my Scrapbook.com, what do you call that? That mat, sticky mat, grip mate. I think it's called a grip mate. And what I did is I sprayed a little bit of the bamboo leaf paint down. I'm using the same water brush, and I'm just painting in these leaves. Now, I really want to be finished with the layout, so I kind of blow on this for a while and wave a piece of cardstock over it. And I ended up cutting them out before they were dry. But while they're sitting there drying, I'm going to bring in this Scrapbook.com black luster brush. This is great for making splatters. The only thing is you cannot move this around or touch it. It will smudge and smear. It's a great black for splattering, but just be very careful. So I got that done. I love this glass mat. I don't think I've mentioned it. This is a new glass mat from Glassboard Studio, and it's the one for scrapbookers. So it's made for making 2 12x12 layouts. I love the larger size. It's easy to clean up. As you can see here, I just took my baby wipe and a towel, and I'm just wiping up my surface. I love the extra area that I have. I used to have the Tim Holtz glass mat, and I really like this Glassboard Studio one. I do have a coupon code and a link, so I will leave that down below in the description box. And if you use my code or my link, you can get 15% off your order. So that's a really great deal. All right, so now I've got 2 flowers or 2 leaves on each of these, and my layout is complete. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.